needs one more game, and DragOn actually needs 2. So, alright. So right now, let's see, we have trutacz as the white Zerg at the top left location. His opponent, DragOn, at the bottom left location as the red Protoss. Now Neo Jade. So this is kind of the map. If I personally were to play PvZ, this is one of the maps that I would feel more confident in. And the reason why I say this is because the amount of bases that you have is relatively easy to control. So sending... oh shoot, yeah, you're right, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, okay, so again, you're gonna see the locations pretty soon after you get the after you get online on the stream. But basically there's less bases that you actually have to control, so it's easy to keep your units moving from point A to point B to point C and try to deny expansions. Now we do have let's see, we do have again pylon front, and let's see what trutacz does. Last time okay, we have the Overlord first, so it does seem like he's going to be going for a more economic build, which makes a lot of sense because he's up to 1. Kind of securing this is a smart idea. However, this time it's not an overpull, and oh, so he's going for a 12 hatch. I think he can land it. No, he won't. No, he can't land it. Yeah. So, second probe. Second drone. Oh, he actually had the time to actually do that now. He just made a spawning pool instead. And at the same time, we do have the forge already finished. Although the probe did get sniped, so there was no way to actually confirm that this was a spawning pool before a hatch. Yeah, so another probe is going to be going out, and no cannon yet, and no nexus. Look at the timing; it's 400 minerals. This probe is still kind of moving around. It's not going to get to 500, but quite close. And this spawning pool, although it's going to finish, kind of like you can still get that cannon in time, I think. Is it going to be gateway? I mean, he's now scouting, you see, scouts the pool. This should be a cannon. Dragon. Well, that's a really, really bold move. I mean, he definitely saw the eggs, right? So he definitely calculated that he will have time to actually get down the cannon, but I mean, I guess he's good enough to actually know. I don't think that DragOn was actually risking to lose the game to a few Zergons because he didn't actually make a cannon. I'm pretty sure that he was pretty much certain that he could get the cannon in time. Okay, so the probe, again, see the Zerglings? There's 1 or 2 following it, and there's 2 trying to get ahead of it. That's kind of the way that you want to do it, to kill the probe as fast as possible. Which, I have to say that it's a little bit unfortunate for Protoss players. And the reason why I think it's pretty bad is because usually you are controlling this probe so heavily, you know, you have to multitask a lot. And it's really sad that there is actually a way to completely circumvent your control of the probe, and basically, not that trutacz doesn't have to micro against it, he has to, but it's a bit sad for me that you cannot do like in the old days where, you know, probe would survive for 2 or 3 minutes, Bisu probes. I miss that. I miss those times, you know. Okay, so let's see. Core finished. Let's see if it's again. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be Stargate again. He's going to actually make it in range of the Overlord, so the Overlord could have seen it. Well, you can put a cannon then here, so that's kind of understandable, but still, putting it just under the Overlord that is actually flying away, not the coolest thing. You're giving away that information. Okay, so Spire is going to be started right after the lair is finished. And we do see another natural being taken so that another main can be then taken down, right, so that trutacz can have pretty safe 4 base. So far really standard. Let's see where the 4th, 5th, and if a 6th hatch will come down. So +1, and it seems like a probe is gonna be closed down here so that the coursers can be stacked. So we have the +1, yeah, there it is. So +1 and coursers. Okay. That's one way to play it. Okay, 4th hatch. Probably 5th is here. Huh. Let's see. Oh. No. Oh, it's a good location as well. Although, I think you usually put the hatch here and an evo chamber over it, or something like that. But then again, trutacz probably knows how to do these sim cities quite a lot better than I do, so let's see. Cannon, yeah, so that was for a cannon location. Okay, and a citadel coming down. Oh, so Spire gets finished, run under the nose of the Corsair. The Corsair is going to be gunning down to this one. Overlord probably should get away from this location as soon as the Overlord is dead. He should know that the timing of the Scourges are coming out pretty much now, especially because in the first game he actually lost the Corsair to the Scourges. Really well controlled though by trutacz, those were, so you can always get away if that's not the case. So already 2 Sunkens coming out, 5 Zealots, speed is being done, another 2... Oh, okay, interesting. So we got in total of 4 Sunkens, and at the same time a 4th. So trutacz is kind of turtling up. He's going to be defending with his SimCity and some Sunkens, as well as Scourges for the Corsairs, so the Corsairs can get like a lot of Overlord kills. And at the same time he's going to be taking another base. So it is a 6 hatch again, but this time it is with a 4th. Now, it's gonna be interesting to see what DragOn wants to do with this, because he already committed to the +1 and the Corsairs, so he definitely needs to do some damage with them. At the same time, the Zealots are most likely not going to be able to do any damage. Oh, and it's even going to be Mutas, so definitely Zealots not really a threat. This is going to be quite problematic because DragOn doesn't have anything now to actually put a good amount of pressure on. Like these Zealots? Wait, is that actually... Well, it seemed like the Zealots were bugging out. Is that completely like tight? Is that a wall? Because I believe that if the Zealots cannot get through, then the Hydras can't get through either. I don't know. I'll have to get back there and check it again later. So, okay. Corsairs are now gonna kill some Mutas. Probably should spread them. Oh, not spreading at all. Okay, 1 Corsair goes down, and there's more Scourges coming down here. Oh, okay. Now they should get away. Yeah, they're gonna get away. But yeah, we have to remember that the 4th is already up, so when this begins to get drawn down, the amount of economy that trutacz is going to have is pretty insane. So we do see a 3rd coming from DragOn. It seems like he realized that he cannot actually do any damage himself, so he'd rather take an economic approach to this. Try to get his own base, and then have a way to probably get back into this game. I mean, I like overall the idea of saying, okay, I can't do any damage, I'm going to go for the economy. But against trutacz, oof, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. And this would be really an anticlimactic end. I don't even know what the hell that was. Okay, so the Nexus is getting attacked. It should survive though if those 2 Archons can get there in time. I mean, we can look at the damage. It doesn't seem that it's enough damage to actually kill the Nexi. And yeah, the Corsairs are going to come back. They're going to kill all the Mutas actually. Well, not bad, not bad. Yeah, and trutacz is actually still building some mutas, so the fact that he lost those is pretty bad for him, because now the amount of mutas is actually pretty small. It's actually Archon and Corsairs against mutas. Well, that's not gonna go too well for the mutas. Now is it? And a lot of mutas. 10 mutas? Plus the ones that he actually lost already? I don't know. I mean, against Archon Corsair? This doesn't seem to be the best way to play. Oh, 2 more hatcheries already? Wow, that's a lot of hatcheries. Okay, some probes are going down, and actually, Dragon is a little bit slow to react. He's not pulling the probes, and his courses are only now here, so he did lose a good amount of probes now. He still have 50, so 50 is still enough. You usually want to have, I think, 60 to 70, right, on the 3 bases. And he does have a supply lead, but still mutas? No, okay, so some Zerglings, more drones. So just basically a lot of economy. Oh, go into the main. 2 cannons here with the Corsairs if they come back. Oh, 1 just pops. And yeah, that's taking a lot. It's doing really a lot of damage. Look at that. Those wheels are taking a lot of hits. Trutacz is at 160 max of 90? That's insane. He has a lot of free supply, but he doesn't seem to be able to use it. Okay, so this is the first push that we have from the Dragon trying to do something. I don't think he can break this now. He doesn't have enough Dragoons to actually do that. And wait, it's just basically Zergling and Muta, right? 1 Hydra. There's 1 Hydra. Okay, so there's the attack from Dragon coming to the natural of trutacz. I don't think he can break this. He can definitely do some damage, especially with the Corsairs if he attacks from the front. He's actually setting up himself pretty smartly to first use the Dragoons to kill the front. He should have the Archons next to it so that the Zerglings aren't that big of a deal, but oh, it seems like actually this is going relatively bad for Dragon. I thought that he could at least break this position with his units, but it's not going too well for him. He is losing the Dragoons to the Sunkens and to the Zerglings. He's not defending them. And at the same time, massive, just basically Zerglings, just flat out Zerglings attacking. Not too good against plus 2 Zods and Archons and Dragoons, definitely. So if Dragon can reinforce this, I don't think the Zerglings are going to be good enough to break this, to defend this, but what are the Zerglings going to be doing? They're trying to maybe intercept reinforcements? Yeah, that's what they're probably going to do. And yeah, that's going to slow down everything. So it's kind of weird. Just pure Zergling, like flooding in, trying to kill Dragon with pure Zerglings. Oh, Crack is about to be finished, and the Defiler Mount is finished. So it is possible. It is possible to actually do that. Zerglings are kind of OP. They really are cheap, and they actually can do a lot of damage. It's just difficult to control so many of them at the same time. So let's see, because it seems like pure Zergling, and there's a lot of gas, so you definitely could be getting the Ultra. The Ultra is down, and this base is completely undefended. Cracks is done, so even with +1 attack, you can see how fast everything gets shredded. And yeah, this base is done. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's beautiful. I love that fast things go down. And with that base being killed, but this one established, Dragon is still not out of this. The main problem is that he's losing actually things that he wants to have for Zerglings that are really expendable. So the way that actually trutacz is playing this, it is extremely annoying to play against. Though trutacz is supply blocked. So because of the fact that he's playing purely Zerglings, he did lose a ton of Overlords. Oh, that's not enough Zerglings to kill us. This is actually really important for Dragon. If he lost this base now, then I don't think he can win this game. But by keeping this base alive, that's not as bad. Now, Ultras, the armor is being done. I'm assuming that speed is not finished yet. There's still 1,000 gas, so probably no Ultras yet on the way. Just Zerglings, yeah. So far, just Zerglings. Probably trying to trade Zerglings for gas units, and then later on, when he has like 2,000 gas, oh, and a Hydrogen being re-added, then probably just add some Ultras to the mix when they're completely fully upgraded. And this base probably gonna go down again. Yep, definitely. You can see how this kind of play against Cracklings going everywhere is extremely annoying, because even really good players are gonna struggle when you're sending masses of Zerglings that are killing everything so fast. Now, that being said, if you can actually create a good SimCity, a good wall, and put down, you know, zealots with Archons and things like these, you could possibly find a way to stall this kind of Zergling constant attack. But you need actually a lot of gas-intensive units to do that. Just Zealot, Dragon, even Archon Zealot is not going to cut it really well against pure Zergling because of how cheap they are. So usually you want to have even Reavers for this. Now 1400 gas for trutacz now. So he's really backing on the amount of gas for the Ultras. You can see that he's getting the speed for the Ultras, and at the same time he is taking a 6th base. So pretty much Sauron style. The good thing though, Dragon is not being sleeping through this. He's actually been taking a lot of bases himself, and he seems to be taking the required tech for the later stage of this game. So it's not yet lights out for Dragon, but it's definitely going to be quite hard. He should be doing things like, I don't know, maybe Corsair DTs. He should be doing things like, for example, getting Reavers, and he definitely needs to start walling off his bases. He doesn't want to have them like this. He wants to put a pylon or something so that Ultras have a hard time to getting through to this location. Now, if there's one thing that trutacz doesn't want to do is fight heads-on, because heads-on his army is not going to be strong. So as we can see, he's going to sacrifice this base, and he's going to try to kill these two for it. If he manages to do that, which he should, he's going to get it. There's no Reavers yet here. There's some good storms, but with the Lurkers and the Ultras, that definitely should fall. That's a small amount of Zerglings. Okay, there we go. One storm, very good. Second storm, very good. Third storm, not so good. Wow. So, okay, and the Ultras are gonna aim at the Nexus. So probably this should fall. Especially because you see the Lurkers. This is something that actually trutacz did already against Dragon, and last time Dragon lost all of his army to it. And it seems like this time he's gonna do exactly the same thing. He's gonna run with everything, he's gonna take a bunch of damage in his units, and he's still gonna lose the base anyway. Now the DTs are coming out, so Dragon is adapting to this, and if he can adapt to this before he loses too much of his economy, he's actually going to be able to take this game down. Oh, a storm is required, a storm is required, a storm is required. Okay, so yeah, still too many units from here, not enough units from Dragon in all the locations. Basically Sauron style, 100% Sauron style, but trutacz, and it's working marvelously. He's taking down Nexi after Nexi. He's being able to, at least for now, put all the pressure on the Protoss, so he's not getting dropped, he's not getting attacked, he's not getting harassed. I think that maybe that's why Sauron style is so powerful, because you do get to be constantly the one being the aggressor. Okay, and seems like one Archon there is gonna fall. We still see that, for now at least, Dragon is holding on. He's holding on, he's starting to make Reavers. If he keeps making Reavers from this robotics, and he's able to establish this base, then keep most of his army on this side, and then start slowly pushing to this base and take it as well, he still has it. He still can do it. It's not going to be easy, However, we do have to look at the fact that trutacz has been mining out most of his bases relatively fast. Remember that although it is actually fairly simple to... Zerg are cheap, but they're not cheap when you're making ultras. Zerg are not cheap once you get to ultra stage. They actually become extremely expensive. You see that trutacz money is actually really low. Now, one thing that actually DragOn needs right now, and he needs it badly, is Dark Archons. He needs it for Maelstrom and to actually feed back the fires. If he doesn't get them, I don't think he will be able to beat this, because trutacz is diligent at always using his defilers, and, well, okay, not there too well. That wasn't too good. He's losing a lot of ultras there. Ooh, that's a good exchange actually for DragOn. Look how many ultras there went down. Oh, look at that amount of Archons. That's a good amount of Archons. That's not... It's still a small army, because there's not enough units supporting the Archons. No, that's the one Archon. That one Archon is gonna fall. But as you can see, they're still badasses. They're still trading really nicely. However, oh, the supply is kind of telling the tale though. DragOn is pretty much with no money and with less supply by a very, very big amount. Ooh, DragOn is, yes, he's starting to fall apart. It was such a good beginning. It's such a good game, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough. It's still trading so well, like 27, 28 kills, 9 kills, 8 kills, 10 kills, 9 kills. But you have 5 units here. DragOn, you should be pulling out. Usually when you're Protoss, you don't want to be trading army versus army. You want to keep most of your army when you're fighting this kind of style. And sure, DragOn actually has bases, but he's at 100 supply against 150. Oof. It was such a cool start, but and it went really nice for DragOn for a very long time, but that's, yeah, it's a very, very, very powerful style for trutacz. And look at that on the minimap, that white line. Yeah, this trutacz is going for the throat. He's not even bothering to go for the other bases. He's just going to say, you know what? Hey, look, just killing the gateway so that he can actually run in and fight heads on. So yeah, trutacz is really confident that he can actually close this one out. And yeah, I gotta say, it does look like it. Very, very good game. And unfortunately for DragOn, he got trutached. Well, guys, trutacz does it again. Kind of expected, understandable. Well, very good games though, very good games. The first one went to DragOn in a very nice way, and the following games, trutacz stepped it up and managed to take it down. So, guys, this is going to be all for me. So, again, I'd like to thank Apocalypse for helping me out to set always these events. I'd also like to thank Rustbrain for, for the sponsorship. Always cool, really important. Without the money, it wouldn't be as big, it wouldn't be as cool. And also to Stratus for always helping with the replays. So I guess that's going to be it. There is not much more than I can say, and I do need to get some rest. So maybe we will find something else to watch some other day. Maybe we will, if we do get something, we will try to find a way to, make some post, some thread about this. So, but until we got anything new for you, this is going to be it. So thank you all for coming. It's been really cool to be back casting. I actually miss it quite a lot. So let's see.